lads, right, before we get into the video, a small little favour to ask. Inching very close to 500,000 subscribers, such a mental number. Let's try and hit it before the end of the year. Anyway, that's enough of that, let's just crack back into the video. Hello, welcome to HITC Sport, and yes, the Premier League season is finally over after everyone just squeezed about 15 matches into 3 weeks. But finally, the season has ended an entire calendar year after my predictions video. Lads, a lot can happen in a year, alright? I mean, 52 weeks ago, I was living in a ditch with no career prospects with a family who hate... I guess some things do stay the same. So lads, in my championship predictions video, I got 0 right. 0. No. Please let me beat this number at least. Let me get at least one prediction right. God, I really don't want to look at these. 20th, Newcastle. Trying to predict where Newcastle will finish with Steve Bruce in charge is like trying to guess what condition your hand will be if you shove it right in the lawnmower. Somewhere from screwed to rightly screwed. Okay, this is why you shouldn't make predictions before the transfer window had even closed. In my defense, this was before the club had splashed out on a £40 million club record signing. Actually no, he's all the goal scoring instincts of a wet tablecloth. I predicted them to be staple to the underside of the Premier League shoe. Just a chewed up used piece of chewing gum about to follow Sunderland into the murky abyss. A third relegation under Mike Ashley. With Newcastle fans driven to absolute madness, I was expecting crazed Geordies to end up microwaving their cats and eating bowls of broken glass, but it actually hasn't been the end of the world at all. Now don't get me wrong, the football under Bruce is about as appetizing to watch as a sex tape of your parents, but still 13th in the league. Oh god, what a bad way to start this. At least it can't get much worse. 19th, Sheffield United. Oh, for fuck's sake. Still, when you're resting your hopes on Lys Mousset, it's relegation, I'm afraid. Not only have Sheffield United not finished second from bottom, 9th in the goddamn league, they're nestled in the top half, knocking on the door of Europe all season long. Listen, you're probably all laughing at me right now, but I'm sorry, who saw Sheffield United staying up when they were spending £20 million on Ollie McBurney? I haven't seen such reckless spending since my uncle bought his third wife off the f***ing internet. Turns out it was just a midget from Hartlepool called Pete. 18th, Brighton. Relegation, lads, and I'm so confident of this that if Brighton stay up, I will personally do an entire video wearing a t-shirt saying I love Paul McShane. And honestly lads, I would rather swallow a basket of thumbtacks. I'm sorry, but a supporter of Irish football wearing this message splashed on his chest, you don't see Joseph Fritzl's children walking around with his face on a t-shirt. For an Irishman, this feels about as natural as taking a dump in a kitty litter box. This genuinely feels like wearing a bin bag that's just been smeared in the afterbirth of a pig. I was so confident Brighton would go down, but fair play, 15th in the league. 17th, Crystal Palace. I'm sorry, but without Zaha, Palace would be about as helpless as your nephew at the Neverland Ranch. 17th, lads, and staying up by a mouse's eyelash. Okay, to be fair, this was me assuming Wilfred Zaha would storm off to Everton. So considering this club has been fielding a £100 million player every goddamn week, and they still scraped away the 43 points, 14th and 8 defeats in a row, I don't actually think this prediction is too bad. Take Zaha's goals and creativity out of this team, and they'd probably have gone down. 16th, Aston Villa. I mean, they'll be better than the last time in the Premier League. I think we can all agree on that. Yeah, I'm not sure why I was so confident that Villa would stay up. That they'd learn from their mistakes and spend sensibly this time around. Not flush 20 million down the drain on a fragile lump of sweat. I trust Wesley to save my club as much as I trust Ant McPartlin to run a pub. I mean, I didn't get the position right, but I was right. They did stay up. Why didn't I just say 17th? 15th, Southampton. Lads, we're 6 teams in, and I still haven't got a single prediction right. I'm not totally convinced by Ralph Hasenhüttl. Che Adams is unproven at the top level, while Danny Ings is addicted to the treatment table. Danny Ings being stuck in the treatment room. Yeah, this man nearly won the goddamn golden boot. And Hasenhüttl, most managers, if they've guided their team to a 9-0 defeat at home, they probably wouldn't be able to look their players in the eye. Most chairmen would have sacked him before he'd even left the building. Half the fan base would want him and his family chucked in the biggest bonfire on the south coast. So they'll not only avoid relegation, but climb up to 11th. Fair play. 14th, Burnley. Yet another season of survival, bouncing balls off Chris Wood's head. That sounds weird. Nobody has been talking at Burnley this season. Well lads, they finished in the goddamn top half. 10th in the league is pretty damn good. I mean, considering Burnley are just the modern day version of Stoke, who did finish 9th 3 seasons running, I should probably have put them higher. Sure, they're physical, rough housing and dull to watch. Christ above, medical GPs should probably start prescribing Turf Moor season tickets as a guaranteed cure for insomnia. 13th, Watford. Last season, Watford's survival forced me to sleep in a bin, so this time I won't be stupid, alright? I've learned my lesson. Have I? Because last I checked, I'm praying for a Brentford playoff meltdown, or I'll be having this gargoyle tattooed on my body for life. To be fair, a year ago for Watford, it was 4 managers ago. The fact that they've been relegated, I'm sorry, they only have themselves to blame. Taking the Watford manager's job at Watford is like agreeing to be the co-host on Happy Hour. I'm pretty sure within 6 weeks, it's going to be back to sleeping in the street drinking toothpaste for breakfast. So again, another failed prediction. 12th Norwich. I'm excited by Norwich City. At times last season, they looked like Barcelona. Now, they don't have the players Wolves did last year, so I'm not predicting top half, but I think 12th would be a good season. Did I just say I was excited for Norwich City? But lads, you know what? I actually don't think I was alone in this. And especially when they started the season on fire. They lost 4-1 at Anfield. And even that was enough to have pundits queuing up to suck the toes of Daniel Farke. Twice, me even mentioning this Norwich squad in the same breath as top half. It's a clear example of me being blinded by a pretty style of football. A bit like how you can be fooled by a pretty face, only to quickly realise they have a personality on par with Avram Grant. Norwich City in 12th. Grant Hanley in 12th. A back four held together by sellotape and hope, sticking them in 12th. One of the worst predictions I've ever made. 11th Bournemouth. Look, don't get angry at me for putting you 11th Bournemouth. Alright, last season you finished 14th and the previous one was 12th. So you'll take your 11th and you'll be damn happy. Imagine if there are any Bournemouth fans out there who are actually angry about me putting them in 11th. It's like when my school teacher told me I wouldn't amount to anything more than a postman. Now, sitting in a damp cave wearing the same sweaty scarf I made love to last night, that job title will be a honour. In my defence, right, anyhow I spent big. It's the most talented squad in the club's history, so 19th in the league. I mean, it didn't help that their best player spent the entire season sulking about a failed move to Arsenal. It also didn't help that he essentially sat out the last month of the season to protect his ankles. Sure, they've defended like pandas after half an ounce of smack. Yes, anyhow, it showed more naivety than a zookeeper who's agreed to brush a hungry lion's teeth. But I'm sorry, the behaviour of Ryan Fraser, he's just gonna end up like the Scottish Benayoun, passed around the benches of the top 6. 10th West Ham. I mean, you never really know with West Ham. If Sebastian Haller catches fire, they could do serious damage this season. Catch fire. £40 million for a striker who's only scored in 6 games all year. If you told a West Ham fan last summer that they'd end the season fighting for their lives in relegation scrap with David Moyes back as manager, they'd probably rather accept death. So yes, I got this one hopelessly and terribly wrong. God, I'm bad at this. 9th Wolves. I think the Europa League might take its toll on Wolves this season. You know what? I think I underestimated Wolves and the strength of their squad. Sure, it looked like they were about to have a European hangover back in August. I'll hold my hands up, right? I got this one wrong. But of course I did. I haven't got any of them right. Am I seriously about to do an entire predictions video of 100% wrong answers again? God, I deserve to wear this shirt. 8th Everton. This has been a rotten season for Everton. Sure, they've got a world-class coach, but 12th in the league, 2 derby defeats, and with a £30 million lump of fraudulence soaking up wages in their coat closet. I knew they'd underperform, but did I predict 14 bastard defeats? No! 7th Leicester. Finishing 7th would usually be a stunning season for Leicester, and would earn them a Manager of the Year award. But considering it's in the shadow of a recent miracle, it'll just be a bit meh. You know what? Leicester have just finished 5th, having been stuck in the Champions League places all goddamn season. And even some fans want this guy sacked. To be fair, bottling a 14-point lead over 5th spot, it looks bad, but lads, remember last summer I said 7th would be a great season. Finishing 7th will usually be a stunning season for Leicester. But according to some fans, they're now treating the prospect of Thursday night football as if you're telling them to take a shower with heavy D. You have to say, it's been a great year for them. And me predicting 7th, just another one wrong. 6th Chelsea. Listen, can you really blame me for predicting that you'll finish 6th? You've lost your manager, you've lost your best player, and you've just had a transfer ban slapped on your club. Yeah. 4th in the league. Champions League football. In my defence, cancelling Roman Abramovich's credit card, telling this club to start promoting from their reserves. Over the last 2 decades, they've been neglecting youth more than Catholic priests nationwide. I'm not sure how Lampard has managed to fit in 11 league defeats and still finish inside the top 4. Lads, any other season, this would constitute a 6th place finish for sure. I'm just horrendously unlucky with this. 5th Man United. Here's my prediction. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is going to be sacked by Christmas. Honestly, if he's not, right, I will gladly take a bath in a gallon of milk. Play the clip. Ironically, ever since I doused myself with milk at Christmas, ever since I sentenced myself to spending the winter holidays constantly stinking of rotten Cheerios, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has barely lost a game. There is no way he is lasting past December 25th. Someone at that club is going to wake up and realise that handing the job to the ladder relegated Cardiff was a big, massive mistake. Fourth, Arsenal. If I was an Arsenal fan, yeah sure, I'd be excited about the links to Wilfried Zaha. I'd also be wondering why is nobody doing anything about the goddamn defence. What's the point of putting an extra coat of paint on the house when all the back doors are just smashed in? Lads, I said it, alright? I said Arsenal's undoing would be their defence this season, but I didn't think they'd end up halfway down the league. It's funny, Arsene Wenger kept finishing fourth, and Arsenal fans wanted to burn down his house. He's been gone just over 2 years, and you're currently a mid-table club. Third, Tottenham. Yeah, another good season for Spurs, finishing third in the league. Best of the rest, I think. Okay, tell me last summer the Tottenham finished 6th in the league with Jose Mourinho at the helm. I'd be confused. But yes, another prediction I got horribly wrong. So lads, to save me some morsel of credibility, let's just hope to Christ I got the title race right. Second, Liverpool. Oh, for f***'s sake. I'm sorry, Liverpool fans. I know you want this to be your year, but honestly, I just think City are gonna pull away. And if you manage to keep the title race going until May, you'll be doing excellent. No, it's official. This is a predictions list with absolutely 0% accuracy. Not one single position right. What was I doing last summer? Drinking toilet water? First, Man City. Strap yourselves in, lads. We're in for a reign of Man City dominance. This could turn into Serie A or the French League or the Scottish Premier League. The basic divisions where the league title is wrapped up before the ball is even kicked. I'm not anti-City by any means. They play some beautiful football. But if we want this reign of dominance to end, Liverpool is the only hope. You know what? I also got this one wrong, obviously. Why do I confidently put my body on the line, the last few shreds of my dignity, the threat of tattoos, when this is the accuracy of my goddamn predictions? Alright, that's the end of it, lads. That was more hopeless than I thought. Factor in the championship predictions video I did last week, and that means that last summer, I predicted 44 Football League positions in the table, did not get one of them right. 0 out of 44. Lads, but just like Addison Gibb, I am desperate for redemption. In about a month, I'll bring out another couple of predictions videos, looking ahead to the new season in September, and I am determined to get more right than this. You could defrost a caveman from the year 800 BC, and he'd have a better chance of getting more right, putting Norwich in 12th. That's it, lads. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and as always, I'll talk to you in a while. God, I hate wearing this.